Same day, why I'm a running back. Friday, payday, running back. Running back, running back, running back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch it down the secondary.
It's complete to Graham. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Let's go, D.
On 1st down, Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen.
And this is going to be intercepted. Let it well, and it's picked. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I got him.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run it with Balaj, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. But John Brown, the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Rosen to throw. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
At the 46-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Faking the give to Drake. Now Rosen. Going deep here for Parker. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but now it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Rosen. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Off the corner, the sack by E.J. Gaines. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Down right around the 25. Taron Johnson made the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Rosen will throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Ted Ginn, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Play action here with Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw on 1st down to Josh Rosen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Alert, alert, alert.
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-17.
Dolphins 17.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
No, Chinese! 52 right here. 52. 5 wide. Hey! I said...
Allen throwing again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
To throw on third down, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 26-yard line.
On first down, it's Rosen. And here he's got Grant. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on first down, Allen. It's brought in right side by Ginn. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From midfield, here's Allen. He'll let it fly in the direction again, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Ted Ginn Jr. It's now second and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
5. 55.
To throw again, Allen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Ted Ginn Jr. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. It's caught. Jones. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rosen. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Motion, I got one. Go.
Toss play to Balaj. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Balaj with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Charlie.
From the 41, Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Here we go.
Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Monday.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, it's Drake. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. And he hits Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down. Rosen is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Lorenzo Alexander able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On second and 12, Rosen. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. 10th carry now for McCoy. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, exit.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Alert. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Alert. Here we go again.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Now McCoy. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's get it. Ball.
To throw is Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
49.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. From the gun, it's Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. 23 yards, the final tally. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete.
Oh, yeah.
Out of bounds
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Allen going to throw. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, stay with your man.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Middle.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. Hey, quarter. 22 jet bomber.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That'll make it 1st and 15. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Dolphins, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.